do believe we are live. So I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me again, Brother Joe Schmo, Duck Dad, Shannon, and Nana. I was actually talking about you, Duck Dad. I said neat sacks, dude. Let me see if I do this. Said neat sacks, dude. Let me see. I'm streaming on the phone that usually does the YouNow streams. So I don't know. I mean, I could just hear the audio just now, so it doesn't sound horrible, I guess. But the main phone is getting fixed today. So hopefully by at latest Monday, hopefully by Sunday, we'll have microphones again. How exciting! Thank you for joining me. I have a massively long day ahead of me. My wife is so kind to take a vacation day, work from work, I'm guessing, because of how much I have to do in the nursery over the next couple of days. I'm already exhausted, but all good. I'm seeing waves for the bear. Waves coming out, like a center core, very, very dense center core, and then these lines coming out of it, sending you that energy for the bear, sending you strength. Can't imagine how much you have to do. I mean, knowing how much you need to do, right? That every single little plant that you plant becomes your revenue. I can picture how much you have to do, dude. And I'm sending you strength. I know you got this. Is that a Joy V I'm seeing as well? Extra work mean extra money, right? You see? Also knowing that I see you pop in the yoga this morning, maybe for a second briefly. So nice of you. Extra work does not mean extra money, means extra potential for money. Let's pretend. Be like, oh, more money's. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Let's believe. Hooray, Mel, getting his phone fixed. Yeah. I thought so. I was happy to see you there, friend. Love is true. Dark Mason is the hardest place to keep energy up. I guess that is true. Do you take moments out of your day to just go outside? Maybe you don't have to muster all of that energy in the basement. Maybe you can just take yourself outside for a moment. I mean, in a weird way, you are outside right now. Look at all of that sky. Oh, so much sky. Oh, it keeps going. Oh, I can't keep going because I have a limited range of movement. I considered and have been considering since this morning what it means to be a good person. I'm I wanted to say probably, but there was no probably there. I'm definitely gonna be taking LSD today, and I've been preparing. I'm on day 3 of a fast. I cooked myself something for tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about that. And I've been considering what it means to be a good person. Oh goodness, it's a hard one. Are you a good person? And how good of a person you are, is that determined by others or by yourself? Natalie beautifully shared this perspective of, in the same way, like if a tree falls in the forest and there's nobody there to hear it, did it actually make a sound? Right? If you are a good person out into the world and there's nobody there to notice, are you a good person? Vice versa, if you're a bad person in the forest somewhere and there's nobody there to witness it, are you a bad person? Right? What does it mean to you to be a bad person or a good person? And then Melita beautifully shared that in her perspective, what makes you a good or a bad person is what you expect from your actions, right? And I'll run with that one specifically because I try to expect love from my actions, right? That the reason I'm applying so much discipline in my life, want so much action, is because I believe it will bring more love, right? But if I only had this action with a need to receive something, right? Anything that is quantifiable, would that make me a bad person? Am I expecting any reward for being a good person? And in expecting rewards for being a good person, does that make you a bad person? Even though you were a good person the whole time, right? Is this am I overcomplicating this topic? Am I stupid right now? I am remedying. I am Shan. Remedies like the other 8 drops. Technically, I put 10. I put 10 drops in the bottle today, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very somber, mindful. Like, yeah, ah, and I know that that's probably gonna be me the whole night, being like, my life is melting in front of my eyes. Have I been a good person up to this moment? How can I be a better person continuing forward? So I'm gonna also be doing work, but not the same work as you, but the duck dad. Send me strength as well. Jovan. Am I seeing her? Not just yet. Maybe. JB! Morning to you too, friend. It's nice having you here. Hooray, Mel getting his phone fixed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dark basement is the hardest place to keep energy up. I need a fake window. 350 tomato ceilings today. Maybe. Maybe. Like, I mean, there's this dude called Potato Jet. He's one of my favorite YouTubers as well. He's just so cute. And he has this lovable, almost like teddy bear personality. And he makes like video equipment content. And in his studio, he bought like 3 TVs. I'm not suggesting you buy 3 TVs, but he bought like these 3 TVs, framing them up like a window, and then he like broadcasts different scenes through those TVs, so that it looks like he's sitting in a different space than he actually is. And it sells on video, right? It sells looking at it from a external perspective. And I feel it could, trick your brain into believing you're somewhere else. In a weird way, you are doing that, right? Duck Dad, here you are. Here you are. Look at you being outside right now. Look at all of that outside. Isn't that a lot of out? Look at that Pippi outsiding as well right now. Oh, so much outsiding. Out remedy. I did. That's a lot of plans. A lot. Like 350 of anything is a lot. Every couple of hours, I go up to the surface level. I'm outside right now. I'm listening to the birds and walking the dogs. I'm happy to hear that with the bear. Take care of yourself. Sofa here too. What's good, Matt? I'm doing well. Even more so with you here, dear friend. Thank you for joining us as well. I'm feeling just mindful. Kind of like, I don't know if I don't like using the word, but intimidated. I'm feeling intimidated because I know what's coming for me, and I'm never ready, and you never are ready until you take the plunge again. So I'm like in that space. Like, imagine like me metaphorically, mentally testing the waters right now. Like I'm like, I know that I have to jump into the pool, but I'm walking around it, and I'm like testing my toes in the water. I'm like, and I know that the next step is jumping in said pool, but I'm still kind of dry right now. Is this making sense? Oh goodness. How are you, Sofa? How are you, friend? Nachmexi guy, I love you. I met your wonderful hubby yesterday. I was very confused until he told me William, right? So cool that you actually got to meet him. Sending you love as well. Lolo's here too. Sending you good vibes, friend. How are you? 1111 here. Thank you for tuning us in. Like, I don't know if you friends see it this way, but every single time I see 1111, I think about manifesting abundance. Technically, I have like a calendar. Puppy? Thank you. I have like a calendar document. My brain is getting occupied by wanting for things to be differently. Things are, the way they are. Except, okay, thank you. Accepted. Where was I going? 1111, accepting abundance. So at 1111 every single day, I get like a little pop-up that I have to dismiss, and then that little pop-up tells me, hey, accept abundance, right? Because there is abundance. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to even manifest it. You just have to accept it because it's everywhere. There's an abundance of air for you to breathe. There is so much abundance in this world. I don't understand how we could even for a second consider ourselves limited. And I know in saying that, it's easy to consider yourself limited, right? If you're hungry, you're gonna be pretty convinced that you're hungry, regardless of what I'm saying right now. But there is so much abundance. Like I'm tripping out of the amount of like inputs that's happening in my brain right now. I feel like I'm already tripping. Maybe it's because I've been considering it all day. I have like a kitty here with being extremely patootie. I saw like a cool little burp landing underneath that tree, but it's gone again. Pippi doing some shenanigans. Eva barking at something. Then there is like a Roxy behind me. She's staring out into the distance as well. I'm hearing the chickens in the background, the burps. Let me do this twice. The cows as well, it seems. The input that is my body pushing down on the ground right now, breathing air, heart beating. I think I might be over caffeinated. Or maybe it's just the ketosis plus being over caffeinated, kind of like fusion high right now in my brain. Morning queens. Thank you so for sending love. Zano is here too. Hello, good persons. Thank you for joining us too, Susanna. You're a good person, you. Mm. Yeah. Thank you for like kind of like bringing that to my attention as well. For what it's worth, I consider you friends good people. The best, in fact. You know, you friends have showed me how much love there is in this world, how much acceptance, how much awareness. Right? And you friends haven't asked for anything in return, knowing that we're actively giving that which we want, right? That which we actually want, love, that which satiates, that which doubles when it is shared, that which is inexhaustible, sending productive energy to everyone, sending it right back to you too. That's totally fine, Melt. Just more good vibes, exactly. May you see the good you are today. Please do, dear friends. Remember, Jovan, sending you love. I was sending you love already before you. Maybe you were here already, but sending you even more love. Double loves. Jovive and Joe and Natalie and Duck and Jovan. Shit, I'm missing people. Sam, you're here, right? Can't miss anyone because all of us are here, right? Unequivocally, undeniably, unmistakably here right now. And again, right? Some of us might be alone, whatever alone means. I'm gonna spend the weekend alone. Eva, wat blaf jij? Huh? Dat is niks om voor te blaf, nee? I kind of think of it like screaming, right? Like they're like, and like screaming in my mind should only be reserved for if you're dying. Now you're dying, you scream, so I could come and help. But if you scream and you're not dying, mm-mm-mm, now I'm worked up because of your screaming, and I can't even kill whoever's trying to kill you. Damn it! Right? Oh, it used to be that way with my sister, where I had to like seriously ask her, like I asseblief sa los skree vir wanneer dit also actually iets fout is. Like please leave screaming to when something's actually wrong. Like screaming because you just got a WhatsApp, you know, like and screaming at the top of the lungs, like screaming so loud that I have to get up and go and make sure that this person didn't just lose all of their limbs simultaneously. And the same thing with the dogs. Barking is just them like screaming. What are you screaming at? She's looking at something, right? There she is in the background. She's looking at something, and like it's occupying a part of my mind. This Hari does in the background as well. She doesn't seem to be too bothered by them, but she is working at something. Man, my mind feels scattered. My mind feels very scattered. But yeah, I'm not surprised. My mind knows what's coming for it. I think that's what's happening right now. It's like, oh shit. Oh goodness. Oh, we're gonna do it again. Your ring is distracting? They do distract sometimes. Melty, I'll be sending some good vibes for your psychonaut journey. I hope it gives you everything you're searching for. I'm not searching for anything. I think that's sort of what's worrying me. I just want to reset. I want to reset. Maybe that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a reset. I'm looking for just a moment to see with more depth. And yet, in this moment, I feel like I'm already tripping. I think that's the weirdest thing about psychedelics for me is that you can put yourself in a psychedelic mind space way before you actually do it. Right? And a psychedelic mind space to me is just an extreme receptivity to the outside world. Like that whop 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 in the background. It's like having a chisel in the back of my brain. A wah, a wah, a wah. And every single time I come back to this like auditory trip that I go through, it's like I have to do all of the work again. Right? How can I be with this irritant? How can I be a good person? Right? How can I be a good person even when there's barking happening? Because she's not gonna stop unless I scream at her. But is screaming at her gonna make me a bad person? Eva, waarvoor blaf jy? And then she stops because she's not barking at anything. And I wish that she wanted attention. Maybe that's what she wants, right? Pippi is like, yeah, I'll take some attention. I'm down for some attention. Yeah. But it's not like she's asking for anything. She's just occupying my mental space. My mind is being like, yeah, there's danger. Your dogs are barking. Surely there's danger. You need to be on high alert. The TV needs power and the lights are currently zapping all of it. Yeah, I know. I know. Sending you love, dude. Natalie, thank you for all the love-ins. Siobhan, kill your TV. Man, it's not helping anymore. What is said pool? What? Turn the TV into a fish tank and then it'll be worth watching. Throw away your television. Melt, your ring is distracting. Man, my brain is getting like double melted right now. I have no idea what's going on. I think like that idea, time to set abundance breaks. Yeah, try, right? And it's just like a reminder. And I do take it as like a reminder, like, oh yeah, there is more than enough abundance. And then I get to move on with my day. My TV is on like once a week minimum. I watch one show at a time over the course of a few weeks. This season is Arrested Development. I've heard good things about Arrested Development. Eva? Nia? Stop it alsjeblieft. Uh-uh. Yeah, I know, Puppy. I agree. I agree. It's no, not you as well. But Eva and Puppy. I should just pretend like it's not happening, but it's so happening, right? And technically, it's not outside of me, right? Because if I didn't have the ability to hear, I wouldn't be bothered by it at all. So instead, I'm gonna be grateful. Yes, yeah, I'm grateful to be able to hear the dark spark. Nothing. Yes, 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 yes. We won't take my power away from me. We cannot take it. Sam, I do plan on a King of the Hill marathon during part of my work today. That does sound nice, actually. I check the weather and with my TV, that's about it. I'm wandering away, but again, wish you the return. Wish you the return to you. All the good you put into the world. Thank you. Sending it right back to you as well, Natalie. I had to start buying board games and puzzles to get away from screen time. Maybe the problem isn't the screens, but the problem is distractions. At least that's the way that I've been seeing it. Because I'm not away from screens by any means, but I am taking more and more time to just be with myself, undistracted. And that has helped. Today's probably going to be one of those days as well. I had to start buying board games. Yeah. King of the Hill Marathon. Yes, King of the Hill. Damn it, Bobby. Yeah, I'm damn it, Bobbying right now. Hey, Shanna. Love you, dear friend. Thank you for joining us, too. I may be alone, but with you all, I'm never lonely. That's true. Same. Pato Pedra. If you were screaming and you aren't dying. I have started to say that to Duckling, lol. As my mom used to say to me, Pato Padre makes me feel so exotic and interesting. You are exotic and interesting, Brother Bear. Very much so. They're they're just barking at nothing. I'm so grateful that I can hear. And I'm tripping out about this fractal, and I'm noticing myself become more and more technological, and then eventually just being able to like switch things off in my own brain and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna not hear dog sounds. Oh, peace. And then there's a real burglar, and the dogs are trying to warn me, and I still have my no dark sounds filter enabled, and now I get axe murdered. Damn it! If only I was a good enough person to weather the dog sounds. I think it's a trust thing for me, right? I don't trust my dogs. I think they're insane because they bark at nothing. Like, what is Pippi even barking at? Pippi en Eva, waarvoor blaf julle? Daarso is letterlik niks om voor te blaf daarso nie. Julle kyk na gras wat te hoog is vir julle om oor te sien. Dalk is daar 'n bok of 'n haas, maar as dit nie naby my kom nie of ons huis probeer inbreek nie, dan weet ek nie waarvoor julle blaf nie. And she's like, oh wait, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna still do whatever I want to. I'm trying to be. You do you do that, baby. But Doug, we're right here with you in that basement by the bear. You will achieve your goals. That we are, right? Literally. I can see myself in that basement right now. The scene that you sent with me on the TV, he's not in the basement right now, technically. He's still on his walk. But seeing myself on a TV in someone's home, and I've seen it before, every single time it messes with my brain. It like makes me feel like I'm transported there in a weird way. So thank you, Duck Dad, for bringing us with you, friend. Much to you too, Candace. Thank you, friend. My brain is getting like mangled. I call it spider brain. I feel pretty spider brained right now, Zana. Like I feel like I'm becoming a bad person listening to this dog barking. And I guess that's exactly why it's happening, right? That's 100% what the universe is doing. It's like, oh yeah, you think you're a good person? Stop it, universe. You stop doing that. I am a good person. I will not have my peace taken from me because of dogs barking at nothing. My peace is my own, and nothing can take it from me. Yeah. I feel like that's prompting me to read something worth saying. I'm probably gonna get schooled, but this one. Mm. Love requires love requires no effort. You just have to allow it to flow from the depth of your being and let it shine through you. Being a good person is effortless? No. Sometimes it's a lot of effort. Crow indoctrinated. Then you love him, Melita. It's nice having you, friend. I was thinking about bringing Melita the stick, but I ended up leaving it. Doesn't LSD last a long time? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in it for like 12 plus hours. It does. It does. Oh, the master of tasty creations for both the eye, the mouth, and the tum tum. Sending you warm and sustenance and comfort. That's not a long time. What would you say the difference is between LSD trip and mushrooms? Are you taking heroic doses or just chill? I'm gonna be taking like 100 mics, which is like, in my opinion, a low dose. It's like one dose, right? Like a single dose. It's like equivalent to about 2 grams of mushrooms. You know, I'm like watching myself lose my mind, and my mind just frolicking in the flower fields, and then I have to be like, nah, dude, we're actually in reality right now, and you need to be reading words and saying words. Stop frolicking in the flower gardens. No, stop it, mind. Stop trying to escape. So yeah, and the thing with LSD is no matter technically no matter how much you take, it still has like a half life. It lasts about 12 hours, and the difference to me, Duck Dad, is emphasis. Right? I feel LSD kind of places emphasis on the outside world. It can it can help you remember the parts of yourself that is externalized, right? Mental memories, past, and then kind of like a certain level of internal dialogue or you trying to solve a problem. That's the way that I go through it, at least. And then mushrooms to me are like teachers. Like mushrooms have an agenda, and they're gonna be like, "Oh wait, dude, now we're gonna sit down and you're gonna listen." And then I listen, and it talks to me. Oh, it likes talking, and it's usually a feminine voice. And then she just like kind of keeps going, and I just have to like, okay, listen, and I like it. I like it, but it feels usually like mushrooms tend to be a little bit more serious, where LSD can be pretty flowy, a little bit more free to explore things. We must be the guardians of our thoughts. I agree. My thoughts are not unguarded. I'm just I'm getting irritated. I'm getting irritated because the dogs are barking at nothing, right? And I've had this thought before, and I'll share it with you, friends, and let me know if I'm a bad person for thinking it. But a part of me, I would never do it. One, because I'm not going to spend money on something like that, and two, I think it's wrong, and it would be evil for me to do that. But like shock collars, in like circumstances like this, I like understand why a bad person, right, would want a shock collar. Because if I could press a button and administer a non-lethal small electric shock to Pippi when she just stands there next to the suffocate, then I probably would. But that would make me a bad person, wouldn't it? Yeah. So I just have to accept, I guess. Fuck. Fucking. It's so hard, yo. It is definitely not easy being a good person. Oh, because I'm technically I'm coming back to the whole effortlessness thing, right? That being a good person in this circumstance is technically effortless because all I have to do is not exert effort, right? It would be effort for me to now again try to address them and be like, please, yo, please, please, my mind is getting wrecked by your. I agree, Hadi does. I agree. They're like, fuck this. These dogs are making noise. And they fly away. Take me with you, Hadi does. Before any screaming decisions, take deep breaths, and then see how you feel. I still feel super irritated. This is 100% the way the world works. 100,000%. And I, for some reason, don't know if I am. Actually, I think I am getting better at it. I'm noticing the way the universe is like, oh yeah, you think you're a good person, do you? How about if this thing happens? And how about if it happens over and over and over and over again for the last 30 minutes and you can't escape it? How about that? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna sit here, universe, and I'm gonna be okay with it. Yeah. Universe is like, you're not okay with it. Yeah, I don't have to be okay with it to be okay with it. Yeah, what's up? You can't take my okay from me. Melt, you know how you are a good person, that even if you're not good person mode, you still inspire many people to be good and better. You flatter me, Brother Bear. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm like fighting. I'm like fighting a demon inside of me that wants to lose its absolute shit. Like there's something inside of me that's like getting so aggressive. Like how is that not exhausting? Right? How do you keep screaming over and over again? And like look at Yudi. Look at Yudi right now. Is this that zoom lens? Like that's the wide. Just look at this dude. Like he's like that's that's what I want Pepe to be right now. Look at how chill he is. Look at how chill. Like even the slow blinking. Let's punch in even more. Yes. Look at that star. Look at how chillaxed he is. Because he knows there's nothing. There's nothing to bark at. Like he looks like a statue. Yes, you're such a good dog. Thank you, Yudi, for being so chillaxed. Oh goodness, I appreciate you, man. And Pepe, that's just she is barking at nothing still. Again, how is that not exhausting? Over and over and over and over again. I would like last like 2 seconds. LSD is heavier and longer hitting. I feel like you are in the passenger seat. Shrooms get super deep, but it feels more like it's you instead of the drug. Interesting. For me, it's the opposite, Joe Schmo. At least with my personal experience. That's a good way to put it. LSD sounds intense for me, but very interesting for sure. It is intense. But all of these things, all psychedelics are intense. Shumis are like walking into a super fun room. Your brain, LSD is like going through the room while strapped to a rocket chair. Like apparently LSD upregulates the amount of DMT your brain releases. Like I cannot think. I cannot think. Like there is like a channel in my brain, and usually it's stable with like relative quietness, and now it's like, and every single time it like takes me off of the channel that I'm trying to stay in. Even Eva is quiet now. She's just like standing on the rock. It's just Pippi going at it right now. These dogs have me so nosy. The way they're standing there and still. Yeah, exactly. It makes you feel like there is something happening. But Pippi is barking at nothing. There's nothing there. Eva is not even looking in the same direction anymore. Yuri knows. Yuri knows there's nothing there. Like I can hear her voice starting to get hoarse. Can you hear it? Like the tone of her barking is becoming higher. Thank you. Yeah, this is your fault, Eva. This is your fault. Yeah, you put her up to this, and now she's losing her mind. I'm losing my mind with her at least, right? At least we're collectively losing our minds. LSD is recommended last resort treatment for cluster headaches and migraines, and I have noted a long-term decrease in number of headaches. I log a month. How about that? I actually believe that, right? Because it induces neurogenesis, makes you grow new brain cells. Super duper bear hug. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joshma. Alsjeblieft. 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 Alsjeblieft, hou op. Hey, Jovan. I want something to do together. Some certain has advantages in the limbic system. Yeah, like doing LSD and doing yoga with it is great. It feels amazing. It's like you can feel every single one of your muscles. You are seen, Mel. Thank you. Melita, I see you too, friend. Goodness. I am a good person. I'd certainly be more interested to hear about that, Joe. My bake sale went very well. People want me to do it more. Yes, do it more, Candace. Please do feed people. Viking, yes, that's exactly how I started my plant sales. What an incredible feeling when people tell you to keep doing what you're doing while they're enjoying your work. This is the way. I'm in need of LSD in a drum circle at my place. We live in a county, so no one would be disturbed. That sounds nice, actually. Using enough to to initiate the openness, but not good enough to lose your grip on the questions that you came here having. How is she? How is she still going? That's you. Like Eva knows she's responsible as well. Like she's watching Pippi barking right now. Maybe this is like a learning moment for Eva as well. Maybe Eva is realizing that her actions have consequences, and now we're all paying the consequences together. Even the cat is watching. Are you also wondering what's happening right now? Yeah. I love it, Vicky. I bet your yummies make the happiest of tom toms. Love is true. At least Pippi has a little bark, at least, I guess. The dog is triggering you in order to teach you a lesson. You can do it. I know, Melita. That's the worst part, is that I know that this is a lesson. I know, but I still don't like it. I think that's the part that bothers me the most is that I'm 100% aware of what's happening right now. And it makes it that much easier. In fact, it makes it harder because I know what's happening. I'm like, you can hear her voice starting to break. That's not how she started when she started barking. That has to hurt. It's changing even. Hey, Lane, I'm losing my mind though. My brain has melted multiple times over. Like even trying to read, I'm having a hard time. But sending you love, Lane. Well, after commenting to you yesterday, my phone kept showing me Croatia content, of course. The algorithm is like, oh, wait, you like Croatia now? Lightly highlighting the higher view of the common question. Go investigate. A crow indoctrinated. How's the music coming? Melda speaks for Croatia. Look just like Missouri. Thank you for sharing. Shrooms are inno shadow work. LSD is more for playing around of shapes and colors for me. That's for me kind of like the way it is as well. Take the dog barking and make it the first time. Make it the first time with your new screaming child. Then it doesn't stop for months. Incredible how you could feel so many feelings that are quote unquote negative, right? Like I'm having feelings that if all of them were completely audible and externalized, I would be a bad person. 100% without a shadow of a doubt, I'd be a bad person. And yet I can be with these feelings, and I know that's what's happening, right? I can be with these feelings and be like, oh, I get to choose. I get to choose how I react. I do complain sometimes, and I'm trying to get better at it. I am. But complaining feels like something to me when it is I feel like when I feel powerless like this, right? So powerless. Oh, okay. Melty, what is Bippy doing? Did she find a snake? Nope. She heard Eva barking, and then she was like, and then I was addressing Eva to stop barking, and then I addressed Eva to stop barking again, and then she noticed that I was giving Eva attention, and then she decided that she's gonna start barking as well until I give her the attention I was giving Eva, and I refuse to. I will not address her once when she's like this. I just won't. I refuse because she wants something from me, and I will not give it. Right? Because I believe she's being bad right now. There's like a lesson in there somewhere, right? Am I learning it? Am I intentionally missing the lesson? Am I learning the lesson right now by not reacting? Man, I can. It's like I've lost multiple layers of my mind just throughout the stream. Like I'm 50% more insane now than I was when we started. Around something you love so much. Our brains are meant to evaluate threat. Some of us are stronger than others. Taking the viscerality out of my feelings is one of my hardest struggles. Oh, mine too. Mine too. But because as masculine individuals, we like to take extreme action. So much extreme action. And being able to tame, as you said, that viscerality, that rage, is something that's pretty powerful. I'm using the problem with Unity when I start to analyze the environment. And the problem of Unity is what I'm facing right now, right? Knowing that we are united, knowing that there is no stopping her without stopping myself, and there is no stopping me either. Like, the only way for me to stop this experience is to stop the experience, right? stop hearing, stop her from barking, lock her in a box somewhere, and that would be me punishing myself. So I'm not gonna do that, but I'm also not going to encourage this behavior. How is she still going? Shrooms are more serious and sacred, definitely. I'm usually the problem of the environment. All about breath work. Estian, come take a vacation to the US. We will house you, feed you, and show you around. That's nice of you. Thank you, Candace. But unfortunately, the States do not want me right now. I tried last year. I don't think you were here for that, but we had like tickets bought there and back. We had three different friends fill out forms with their utility bills, with their IDs, writing letters of housing me. I had like my dad's bank statements showing that there is enough capital for me to actually be able to survive the States, but they denied me, unfortunately. And there's no reason for them to give me access right now, unfortunately. Reacting from the knee jerk reaction using a different approach. 2 grams of mushrooms is pretty calm for me. I have to go above 3.5 to get squirrely. Squirrely? Do you know? How do you know it's nothing? What if it's a lion? If it's a lion, please maul me to death. Please. Oh, please. I need to be mauled to death right now. So, no? Oh, damn it. Because it's not a lion. She's barking at nothing. Because if there was something, Eva would be barking with her, and Yudi would be barking with them as well. She's barking at nothing. There's nothing there. And the only reason she started barking is because I was shouting at Eva, right? And I asked if I should be shouting at all just before I did. And even after I answered myself that I shouldn't, I still did it. And then in doing it, Pippi became jealous of Eva getting attention, even if it's me yelling. And then she decided, oh, Eva gets attention if she makes noises. I'm gonna do that. And now she's doing that. And you wanna see? Actually, can we zoom here? Look at her waving her tail. Like she's having the fucking time of her life. She knows what she's doing. Oh goodness. Yeah, growing stronger. Oh, so strong. Oh, so strong. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, maul me to death, please. It's hard either way, so why not just try to be good? I'm trying, Melita. I feel like I'm getting better at it, slowly but surely. Big cats are still cats, distinct, with kind of friskies and make make a hasty retreat. Yeah, if there's like real lions and tigers here, I just befriend them. Those birds always have excellent timing laughing after melt, right? I made brownies with mushrooms that I use a coffee grinder to turn to powder to mask the taste. We ate the whole batch. It sounds nice. Mushroom brownies sounds like a whole vibe. Give them a scoop of peanut butter. Viking. I actually grind all my mushrooms to put in capsules. Much prefer to eating them whole. Just advice, Duck Dad, you shouldn't do too much of that at the same time. Not the actual mushrooms, but grinding it fine. Because grinding it fine rapidly reduces the potency. Maybe that's what you want though, so who am I to say? Put Puppy inside and give them some time to calm down. She's not calm. She wants attention. And she's gonna continue doing it until I give her attention. And I will not, because it would be reinforcing this behavior. You see. Mm. And I'm not gonna scream because we've established that that is not something good people do, is it? No, no. Harvey does this in the evenings when my landlord barks for no reason. My landlord's dogs bark for no reason. Sometimes it's nonstop for an hour. I feel you, Mel. It's been almost an hour. Thank you for the moment of silence, universe. Cooking process doesn't alter the mushy content. It can actually. It didn't with ours. Might have been strong, from the get-go. Sam, as far as I know, the only thing that degrades psilocybin is oxygen, not heat. It depends, I guess. Things can be exposed to oxygen. Eva is back at it as well. And she's running in the opposite direction while she's barking. How about that? It's almost like there's nothing to bark at. And now they're just like, oh yeah, I guess we're barking at things. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bark at things in this direction now. Yeah, let's bark, bark. Like this is what the universe does to us, and it's probably gonna continue doing this to us, right? The harder we try, the more challenging it will become, and it can kind of be discouraging, right? Like who even wants to be a good person when it's this hard? And yet here we are, right? The sneaky brownie there he snuck up. I always eat my mushies whole. If there's a big pile, I just take the goop at the bottom and make tea out of it. Waste not, want not. Exactly. I like to grind mine up as well, but then after grinding it up, I usually suspend it in like lemon juice. Yeah, lemon juice, and then I'll kind of like thin that lemon juice pulp out with grapefruit juice, and then I drink the mushrooms all collectively. I always eat my mushrooms whole. Our frequency, they came back with the barkies. Yeah, Peppy, no, Joe. She's not gonna stop because I'm supposed to learn this lesson. It's like getting literally beaten into me right now. I get it, universe. I get it. I'm getting it. I promise. I understand. Please stop beating the shit out of me, please. No, oh, fuck. Stepping on my face. I'm like, please, I'm lying. I surrender. Fucking stop. I should stepping. My well melt. It's their way of communicating. Same as babies when they cry. They have no other language. I get it. She gets so much attention though. Like she literally wakes up next to me, and the first thing I do with my waking consciousness is drop down on my knees next to her and give her scritches. Maybe just go and pick up the popper. There we go. Like she's tired now because she's been barking for 33 minutes straight. And she's running out of juice. Yeah, and I'm stronger than she is. I'm so much stronger. Yeah, you see. Look at her. Look at those ears. I win. I am undefeatable. I am unbreakable. I am unstoppable. I am uncompromisable. No matter how uncomfortable things get, I will be a good person. She's barking and waiting for response for some other popper far, far away. Nope. That's definitely what she's waiting for. Because there is another popper close by you. She's waiting for confirmation that whatever she's doing is worthy of attention. The dog's mind is wandering off something that is foreign to this family. Snake or something. Nope. Just came by to say she's barking at a hen snake. No, she's not. No, she's not barking at anything. That's why she got closer. Because she thought maybe if I get closer, he'll be comfortable at talking to me because then I'll be close enough not to scream at. Right. She's not barking at anything. What if the dogs can see dimensions we can't? She's barking at something, but you don't see it. That trips me out even more. And I think about that, Doc. That I do, right? I do think about that, but that doesn't doesn't cause me any comfort. Ghost snake. Speaking of muscle, man, your arms are looking jacket. Yeah, goodbye. Obscure. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. I have arms. They attach to my torso. I use them to manipulate objects in 3D space. It's great. It's great. I want to manipulate the object that is Pippi's face closed. I would love it, but it's not gonna happen. clearly, clearly, I was like, I went into a moment of like, oh, she's gonna stop because she got closer, and then the universe was like, yeah, psycho, yeah, psych. I wouldn't have watched the B movie Ghost Anaconda. If you like what's happening, the change is harder to implement, right? Exactly. Joe with the line from 90-year-old Ice Cube. Damn, there are ghost snakes out here. Seem a lot of devotion for a pup. She's doing it, dude. She's committed because she is a divine being. I consider her divine, right? I consider her the same consciousness that I am. But she wants my attention all day, the whole day. And then if I spend time giving other people attention, she notices. And then she misbehaves. Right? Like I can pretty much guarantee you, as soon as I stand up, she's going to be, occupied with me again as well. Start singing really loud and high pitch, and she'll probably come over. Hmm. My mind is completely dissolving, melting through my ears and becoming a part of the earth. My mind is completely melting, turning into goo. What am I to do? My mind is so far behind. I need to keep reading comments. Thank you for the suggestion. I was hoping it would help as well. Joe, that type of dog is relentlessly motivated. Yep. Take a 3-minute dance break and maybe she will reset her rhythm. Jack Russell's our little energizer bunnies. Why aren't you doing it, Mel? Apparently, if you can't beat them, join them. I need to learn this lesson. I need to figure out how to be okay with being completely ignored, completely disrespected, completely inconvenienced, and still be myself. So I'm taking this lesson to the chin. I'm like tied to a chair, and life is wailing on me, like, but I'm like, here I am. There's a bug on me for a second. Nancy, sending you love. Brother Rambler is here too, sending you love too. More likely become because he doesn't have an official. Wait a second. Did the state deny you because you lived in China for a bit? Nah. They denied me because I don't earn a large income. And I don't have the means to afford living in the States. No, yeah, that's probably a good bit of it. I've experienced that, but with someone going to South Africa, and then a short stay in China, and then the USA. There's a giant national security red flag, unfortunately. Yeah, become an exchange student, you can come stay with us. Becoming an exchange student, I don't know if it would serve me in this moment. I don't believe it's an issue, but the government does. Yeah, they just don't like the rampants, jealous. Going to go out on a limb and suggest that perhaps one of those reasons you didn't get a visa is because of discussing using drugs on your stream. I highly doubt it, Nancy. I highly doubt it. Unless the government has some sort of developed technology to be able to scan every single one of my streams. The only alternative is that someone went out of their way to watch literally thousands of hours of content to find me talking about drugs sometimes. Yeah, which I also highly doubt. What could it be? This thing that Pippi sees? Can I help me guess this mystery? Unfortunately, not so easy. No, yeah, lack of tangible capital or the documented intention to return because of capital. It's all about the money. Exactly, Joe. And like what they expect of you is to have mortgages, basically, right? To have tangible wealth generating or wealth requiring assets in the country that you're coming from, meaning you're bound to return. And I do not have any of those things. I never thought about it, but I wonder if people were required to find his digital footprint. Yeah, maybe. You can use the drugs you want when you get here, but not before. Exactly. Doug, he already said that they asked him who was Mel. They did actually. They did actually ask me who was Mel, and I answered that it's my creative name. And then they were like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I was like, "I make art. I consider these streams works of art as well, right? Weird works of art. Like, it's a work of art. The fact that I haven't lost my mind just yet, and finally it is quiet. Did I jinx it again? I did. Yeah, I'm powerful. I am growing even stronger. No Zama Bufufi fans out here. I don't know that one. I haven't seen Zabumafu in so long. That's actually a thing. Barking at the bush line. You got critters in the bushes, maybe. Nope. Because if there were something in the bushes, all of the dogs would be barking. Right? Like, again, I'm going to zoom a little bit. There is Yudi, and there is Eva, looking in the opposite direction. Because Pippi is barking at nothing. She's being a spoiled little brat right now, and she wants attention. And I will not give it to her. Pulling on some ancient childhood memories, ones I don't have, unfortunately. The current one is lame. Zabumafu was my jam as an older kid. Woo-ha! My dogs are looking at my phone like, what the fuck? I agree, Joe Schmo's dogs. I'm also looking at you, doggos, like, what the fuck? Oh, can you tell her to stop? Give me the words. Give me the exact woof woofs. I have to tell her to stop. Hello, Milton friends. We don't have to fight our shadow self. We have to learn how to work with it. All of us are capable of great good or great evil. Please remember, no light without the dark. The darkness is there to be overcome by the light, right? And I'm seeing it as such as well. Unfortunately, she loves 90s Teletubbies gangster. Rambler, good to hear from you. Love is true. Thank you, friends, for sending love to one another. Darkness itself is defined by light. One cannot exist without the other. You're growing yet. Doing good, Duck Dad. I lurked your stream for a while yesterday. Wish I could comment, but it wasn't mobile. Love you, friend. Thank you. Mango keeps looking at my window for Pippi. I'm sorry, Mango. Mercy to you too, friend. Darkness can live without light. Can't live without light, I'm guessing, and vice versa. They exist separately. To see either of them, you must stand in superposition. I don't know if that's what you meant to say, but that's the way I see it. That you're in the center point. Like I'm the one observing the darkness that is Pippi barking over and over again, right? And as that observer, seeing the darkness, seeing the capacity I have to act out of that darkness, I can choose to continue looking forward, embracing the light, right? Moving in this vector instead of that one. No worries, Rambler. Getting ready to take the clones. Nice. I've got 350 seeds that I've sprouted in towels yesterday, so tons of nothing today. That singing was amazing, Mel. It made my heart so full for some reason. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you, Zano. Thank you for that love, dear friend. Glad to be here with you today. How's the business going? Love is true. Thank you, friends, for asking. Rambler, just spending money at this point. Yesterday went from manageable to holy crap, making moves. You're doing it with a bear. I love you guys. I'm trying to hang, but Pippi finally got me. Big hugs, and happiest of moments to all of you. Pippi got a few of you friends. I'm proud of you, friends, for being strong enough with me. Good to show up to melt more after doing physio, after classes, ready to spread divine love. Thank you, Cable, for sharing some love with us as well. Like you created this prompt in me, but the bear, so I have to share it. You talking specifically about here to melt more. Ah, nice. Eva is joining. So it is good to show up to melt more. In today's journal, I wrote this: I am not here. I am not here. I am not here. Uh, so this is the like basically the final bit. It goes as we melt more. No, we as melt more need health, wealth, happiness, and relationships. So together, we will ensure all has access to medical care and good food. All has a place to call home. All have loving relationships, allowing us all the happiness we deserve. Thank you, Kevo, for being a part of what makes Melt more, dude. Sending you so much love, friend. Nice. Eva took over the challenge. There's Pippi now, sitting, and now Eva took it upon herself. It's like, oh wait, we're gonna be barking at things. Let's bark at nothing in this general direction again. Man, I'm getting so strong in stream today. So it's like I'm doing reps with my brain. It's like, yeah, yeah. Every single time I feel I'm myself losing my mind, I have to bring it back, and I'm like, yeah, lose my mind. Oh yeah, no, no, and lose my mind again. Ah no, actually, lose my no actually. They do have that kind of technology. My uncle helped build it for the CIA when he worked for IBM. What? What did I miss? Are you talking about the brain interfacing to be able to switch things off? It's very easy, technically, right? Because the frequency of dog barks can be kind of depicted. Technically, you can do it with like noise canceling earphones, which is, the same thing. But yeah, it's very possible. Okay, well, if you like metal music, there's an Indian band I love called Bloody Wood. They mix traditional Indian drums into metal music. It's awesome. That sounds sick. Let's do some poetry today, Mel. I want to art with you. I'm going to be taking LSD after the stream, Gavel. So I'm going to be melting, unfortunately. Thank you for inviting me. Of course, you have to invite me now, right? Couldn't invite me any other day, but yeah. Duck. I've heard of that band actually, and I do like metal. Rammstein is my favorite, of course. It's still coming together, Rambler. I got a little bit more to go before I'm officially done. And I can research a batch remedy protectioner, but it's getting there. We love you. Thank you, Shan, for showing up for what you do. Bork, 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 bork. Rammstein is a great one. I just love when bands use traditional regional instruments. Same with the Mongolian band The Who. The Who is straight up fire. I feel like I want to listen to The Who right now to kind of like get some of this primal energy. Like Susanna going, du hast, du hast mich. Down out, down out, down out. Yeah, I'm feeling it as well. So true, Joe. But in my experience, battling with my shadow only made it stronger. But when I learned to love my shadow, I was able to use it for the strength in hard times. I feel like my shadow just got schooled, yo. Like my shadow, the more I show up for light, the smaller my shadow has been becoming. Now Eva's gonna run in the opposite direction and start barking in that one. Ah, yes, surely. Oh, she's chasing birds? Oh no, Yudi is there. Pippi is thinking about it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Deutschland. I must go, friends. May your metal oceans be waves and your hearts full of love. Have a great day, Melty. Keep being awesome, everyone. Thank you. Duck Dad for spending some time with us as well. They really aren't here, just here. You don't exist. I know, dude. I know. Oh goodness, I really know. That's why I have to take full responsibility for what I'm experiencing, right? I must go, friends. Again, love. Almost missed it, Joe. Out walking the driveway. Currently waiting for Amara's bus to come. Half day today. Sounds nice. You're most welcome. Love you back. Good to hear. Can growl and howl back. They'll stop if you show dominance. I know. That's why I'm choosing not to. Because I'm noticing that the true dominance is not being manipulated by the outside world. That even if I'm uncomfortable with the dogs barking over and over again for the last hour, I can still be myself. And I'm like having a hard time being myself. Like I hope that's very clear. Your friends probably have noticed, but I'm still capable of it. I love the half days as a kid. Same. Rambler. They exist gracefully and divinely, I'm guessing, to be seen in the shadows. And there is also confusion and aggression to see when standing in the light. Take what strengthens your intentions. I mean the technology to find keywords in a lump of data, either telephone or internet. Oh yeah, it's like the frequency, right? It's like a heat map, like a point graph. There's like a lot of layers to it. Remove that which hinders your progress. There is value to be found in many different places. Thanks, Joe. I hope Amara feels better this weekend. She hasn't been feeling good the last couple of days, headaches and sore throat, and she threw up last night. She always gets like this when there's a large temperature swing. I'm sorry to hear that. Sending you love and strength to little Amara as well. Of course, it had to happen today. LSD melt, making poetry with LSD cable. Did you take LSD as well? Melt's metal was on point with the dog bark. Love is a shadow killer. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Are you tripping right now, Cable? What are the odds, dude? What are the odds? Like, my family went away for the weekend. They took my main phone with them. That's why we're not streaming on Yuna right now. And I'm gonna have my port fixed. So hopefully for next week, we'll actually have working microphones again, which makes me super happy because there'll be less wind noise, etc., etc. Hopefully, even we'll be able to not hear the dogs barking like now. My brain is orgasming right now with, with silence. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say shit like that, but that's what's happening. My brain is like, oh yes. I'm like actually getting goosebumps. Like look at that. Like I'm unironically getting goosebumps right now. Like my brain is like having that good of a time. Thank you, universe. Oh, more? Like I'm getting even more goosebumps. Are you seeing this? Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Oh, man, that's nice. Strengthen your intentions. Everyone, have a wonderful day and evening. Mel, congratulations on the doggo training. Hello, puppy. Hello, Woofty. Hello. Hello, you. Oh, it's so nice being able to give you lovin's. Like love, right? You wag your tail and come close to me, and then I can give you love. Isn't this nice? Yeah, this is so nice, isn't it? Yeah, isn't that great? Melts metal on point of dog barking. Love again, dude. Red card, yellow lines, and purple patterns. Let's see, dude. I'm going, friends. I'm starting and just vibing. Oh, Melt. Going zen today. I have to, dude. Like, if I don't start my LSD trips off zen, then it can be pretty chaotic. So I'm feeling it. We won, friends. We won! We did it! We're good people! Wow! Escapao! We're such good persons! This one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did you say? You said red card. Technically, no. Yellow lines and purple patterns. Yes, that is trippy though. Like those are yellow lines, and the flower of life pattern in the background is super purple, and that is actually a pattern, right? Like you actually got the purple pattern like smack dab. There's a yellow line going all around, but there's not a. I mean, like the center of those lines are red, and then they have yellow kind of filling them in. So that's pretty impressive. And also Shan, card number 47. Yeah, I'll pull through. Experiment. I'll put a thought experiment. Don't mind it. I won't. Please do. Card number 47. Of all of the cards we could have pulled today as well, huh? Yeah. This is making me feel good. I'm going to be able to embrace my experience today, knowing that I've done everything in my power to make sure it's going to be a good one. I thought it was card 47. It is. And we haven't pulled this one in a long time. So let's see what it means, shall we? 17 friends here. I love you. I love you so much. If the only thing you hear today is those words, take it with you and go and tell other people you love them too. Be a good person. Let's read what card number 47 means. Oh, goodness! Yow! Skip. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind a little bit. We were talking about the whole 1111 and accepting abundance thing. This card's core meaning is abundance and manifestation. This card takes us a step beyond the flower of life by removing the circular boundaries of the flower of life and adding another full rotation. We find a pattern of 13 circles known as the fruit of life. This pattern holds complex informational systems and is considered a female gateway. This abundance emerges from a water lily, which represents our potential for enlightenment. Pulling this card suggests that by the fruit of your labor and vision, abundance has or is about to manifest in your life. Rejoice in the knowledge that you are drawing in abundance and manifesting your goals. Abundance comes in many forms, and you are cautioned not to get caught up in thinking that abundance must be about wealth. True, as you find your life's path, the rewards will flow freely and hard times will pass. There are, however, many other types of abundance: beauty, love, friendship, hope, and growth, to name just a few. I'm getting goosebumps again. Let the abundance you are manifesting bring you to a greater understanding of your purpose in life and give you an expanded view of plenty. In all things abundant, there exists nourishment that feeds your needs and offers you the opportunity to be of service. The maxim, as you give, so shall you receive, is absolutely true from this standpoint of your current situation. The message is one of unselfishly sharing. Sharing your abundance is spreading light. Being a good person, huh? Yasi. Yos kebab. Yos kebab diskibupti. This was like one of the most intense streams I've ever done. This one. Like, this was hard. Like, I had to struggle to get to this moment with you friends. And then the card we pull is like, good job! Yeah, good job! We have good jobs! I'm like, yeah, thank you, universe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously. I'm not putting on. I'm really grateful. Like, there's like some stormy clouds even forming above me. Maybe like that direction. Look at that. Yeah. So maybe there's gonna be some rain. Maybe there's gonna be some rain coming. Yes. Hey Shell, sending you love too, friend. Next time, I'm just gonna say all the colors. You had it. You so had it. The dark love. You're willing to battle or conquer it. The only way is to love it. Think of the Emperor in Star Wars. I feel you. Thank you, Shell, for giving me a little fist bump as well. Sending one right back to you. Hugs and fancy throw rugs. Sending them to you too, dear friend. I slept through it. Guess the dog barking couldn't beat the sleep. You did well. You did well, Joy V. The dog barking stopped like 9 minutes ago. Yo. I feel like this stream was an acid trip in of itself. And now I'm gonna go for acid trip 2. Nice. Goop loop, loop, schloops. I agree. I do agree. And goop floop loop sloops to you too. Dear friends, I love you. I love you so much. I love you more than I can verbalize. And then some. So I'll verbalize. I love you. And then assume there's more some that cannot be verbalized, okay? I love you. Amara came home with a tomato plant. Of course she did. Not like we talked about 350 of them today in stream. Be safe, Melty. Have a good trip. Thank you, friends. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow. I'll be sure to share with you what I was going through. Love you. Maybe she can add to her salads. There we go. Yeah, even more, even more love. Jovan, thank you. Everyone, I appreciate you, friends, for spending some time with me. We are good people. Not because we're gonna get something, not because we have to do something, but because that's what we want to be. Right? The reward of being a good person is being a good person. Period. That nobody can take away from you your good personness if you were trying to be a good person. Right? It's yours. Shan, I'm back for 30 seconds. And that's the comment I saw. You say she can add to her salads. Probably a bit early in your neck of the woods, but Amara got this. Oh, yes. Have the most beautifulest day to you, too. Thank you, Shan. So much love to all of you friends. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow. I was thinking, man, Doc left already. Love all of you. See you again soon, dear friends. Good luck to you, Doc Dad, full of your work with the bear. Good luck to all of you. Be good people, and I'll see you soon.